here with Coach Helmer. Coach, it's April, and that means we've got a lot to talk about. Start off, NCAA Indoor Championships went pretty well.
It was good. You know, when you have high goals, we wanted the top 10 finish again. We got a top 10 finish. It wasn't pretty all the way through, but had some really nice efforts, and a lot of All-Americans, and highlighted particularly Derek Drouin was outstanding, winning another national championship and kind of leading the way for us.
And another athlete at that meet that had a really good meet, Derek Drouin and Andy Bayer both became the first four-time indoor All-Americans in the same event. Talk about Andy Bayer. I know coming back from an injury at the end of the cross-country season, he's really just gaining steam.
He is, and he's getting more and more fit, but we had to balance that, trying to get a little bit race ready. We had to balance that against that fitness gaining process where we need to keep doing work because we missed some time. We want to make sure he has a chance to have a great outdoor season. But with both those guys, when you're that consistent over 4 years, and in Andy's case, this particular time he wasn't at 100%, but when you're good enough to go out and get 2 more All-American certificates and score some points for us at a national meet, when you're not 100%, it just speaks to the way they go about their business. They prepare, they get the job done, and they do it no matter what's going on in their training.
Back to Derek Drouin. He's in probably the most elite field of high jumpers in collegiate history for one season. To have 2 Olympic medalists and then a plethora of other guys over 226. Talk about him being able to compete in that situation.
Well, that's his best quality, is that he can do that. He absolutely is the coolest, calmest, most focused guy out there, and thoroughly enjoying every moment of that challenge. And it's great because I think that the track and field community has kind of embraced that competition and gotten excited about it, and there's a lot of people watching it, and every time they go out and line up again, all the eyes are on those high jumpers, and it's just really gratifying and pretty inspirational to watch how he goes about his business and comes out on top of most of those competitions. And there's going to be more too. There's going to be more to come, and should be really good as we get into that national outdoor meet.
And speaking of which, this weekend at the Texas Relays, Derek was one of 3 Hoosiers to win their event at the meet. Kyla Buckley had a huge throw to win the shot put. How's she coming along?
She's doing a great job. It's up and down. We have days when she has a little trouble staying in the circle, but she's getting that figured out, and she's getting her big throws late in the competition and rising to the level of the competition and going for the win and coming out on top, just like she did at the Big Ten indoor meet. And so just more of that, more experience like that, and she'll continue to grow because she's not yet at her peak yet at all.
And at the Big Ten Championships, you had 2 women's high jumpers score. Sarah Maxon kind of snuck into the scoring at the Big Ten meet. She didn't really sneak in at Texas Relays, took the win in the B section and cleared a pretty big lifetime best.
Well, she did, and it was a good clearance, but she did it with no misses until at the end. And so what she's doing is starting again to find some consistency and the ability to go out and stay composed herself. I think all of our high jumpers learn from Derek and the example that he sets, and Sarah's starting to come along really well.
And then also this weekend, the Stanford Invitational, the men's fast section of the 5,000 was just kind of a who's who of Indiana runners and former Indiana runners.
It was fun to watch. I was home and was able to watch actually on the phone with one of the girls while it was going on. But all those kids that were at Stanford this last weekend, we had a large group of them out there running 5Ks and a whole lot of PRs, a whole lot of times that ranked these kids in the top 3, top 5, top 10 all time at Indiana University, and at a point in time when it's time to start putting some marks on the board. But that Fast Heat of the Guys 5K with our 2 postgraduates, Ben Hubers and Andrew Poore, both running PRs, and Andy Bayer just a second off of his, and Zach Mayu with another nice PR to go on top of all those PRs he had this indoor season. It was pretty impressive and a great showing for Indiana University.
Now, going forward into the season, 2 home meets this indoor track season. What can fans expect to see at the home meets?
You know, that's all dependent on the weather. You're going to see kids that like to compete and like to compete at home. And we'll just look forward to chances to put some marks on the board and run some great races. And if we catch some weather, we know that we're going to have some competition here. People are already wondering which races are going to go, which ones are going to be set up. They know that we do a good job. They know we have talented kids in these races, and they're going to go. And so it's just an opportunity to come out and see kids that like what they're doing, compete at a really high level.
This coming few weeks, you got the Florida relays, the Penn relays. Do you feel like these big meets during the outdoor season prepare your athletes when they get to an NCAA championship?
Yeah, everybody's got their own idea about what you need to get prepared, but what I don't want to have lost in that preparation process is the ability to enjoy track and field. These kids are collegiate athletes for a short period of time, and being on a team, running relays at relays meets, running in some scored meets, all those things are extremely important to them and extremely important to the kids that are on our team, and so it's an opportunity to enjoy track and field beyond getting ready for that one big race, that one big time trial, that one big qualifying effort. That we actually go out and compete, learn to run when we're tired, learn to rely on their teammates, running relays, get in front of crowds at different parts of the country, and expose our program a little bit, and expose them to a track and field world that oftentimes people at some other places maybe don't have the opportunity to be a part of.
Now, we did this with the NFL playoffs, and we talked about some basketball earlier this year. I'm going to give you the opportunity to put the death knell in somebody's season. Who's your pick out of the Final Four teams?
Since I'm from Kansas, I'm going to my heart will say Wichita State, but my head probably tells me Louisville's pretty good.
All right. Well, thanks for talking with me, and we'll check back in with you in May.
Appreciate it. Thank you.